Assalomu alaykum hammaga. Sizlarni ko'rib turganimdan juda ham xursandman. Bugun sizlar bilan birgalikda IELTS Speaking Part 1 haqida gaplashamiz. Qani boshladik. Alright guys, look at the board. IELTS Speaking Part 1 usually lasts for about 4 to 5 minutes. And today we're about to learn purposes of part 1 and topics of part 1. And also at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you some rules to follow in order to get a high band score. Okay, let's get started. Purposes of part 1. In part 1, examiners know that you're nervous, that's why they want you to calm down, and they are going to ask you simple questions about yourself. And the second purpose of part 1 is to show the examiner your ability. Here, you have a chance to show the examiner your ability to speak in English. Demak, quyidagi yerga qaraydigan bo'lsak, IELTS Speaking Part 1. Bu odatda 4-5 daqiqa ichida davom etadi. Demak, buni maqsadlari nimadan iborat? Birinchidan, examinerlar sizlarni bilishadiki, ya'ni imtihon oluvchilar sizlarni bilishadi, odatda nervous bo'lasiz. Ya'ni birozgina hayajonda yoki bo'lmasam qanaqadir excited bo'lishingiz mumkin va shu holatda ular albatta buni bilishadi va sizni hayajoningizni bosishga harakat qilishadi va odatda har doim sizda javoblaringiz bo'lgan, ya'ni siz biladigan narsalar haqida so'rashadi. Odatda savollar juda ham oson bo'ladi. Va ikkinchi maqsadlardan biri bu yerda sizga shunday imkoniyat berishadiki, o'zingizni ingliz tili darajangizni ko'rsatishga. Ya'ni how well you speak in English. Ingliz tilida qanchalik darajada gapira olishingizni ko'rsatish uchun juda ham katta imkoniyat beriladi bu yerda va bu qismda siz e'tibor berishingiz kerak basic skills. Basic skills, ya'ni odatdagi suhbat. Tasavvur qilishingiz kerak, siz o'rtog'ingiz bilan yoki bo'lmasam ustozingiz bilan ingliz tilida gaplashyapsiz. O'zingizni erkin, bo'sh qo'ygan holatda. Ko'pchilik o'quvchilarimiz qanaqadir qo'rqishadi. Ya'ni speaking part 1, IELTS speaking, it's very difficult or something. Shuning uchun ular albatta sizdan xohlashadi o'zingizni bemalol his qilishingizni, ya'ni agarda nervous bo'lsangiz, o'sha nervousnessni yo'qotishga yordam berishadi va albatta part 1 da sizda imkoniyat bor o'zingizni bilim darajangizni ko'rsatishga. All right. Now topics of part 1. Remember that in IELTS speaking there are 3 topics. Normally there are 3 topics. The first topic, do you study or do you work? If you answer I study, then they will ask about your studies. If you answer I work, then they will ask you about your job. And also they ask you where do you live? And the second and third topics can be about anything. Not about anything. I mean by anything, it's not about sensitive topics or it's not about politics. It's not about science. It's about you. It's about yourself. They're going to ask you questions which you have the ideas to answer, which you can answer without thinking. Now, demak, topiklarga qaraydigan bo'lsak, odatda eslab qolinglar, IELTS ga kirganlaringda part 1 da har doim 3 ta mavzu bo'ladi, 3 ta topik va odatda har bitta topik 2 tadan savoldan iborat bo'ladi. Har bitta topikimiz 2 tadan savoldan iborat bo'ladi. Demak, birinchi topikimiz har doim bir xil, ya'ni siz o'qiysizmi, ishlaysizmi yoki bo'lmasam qayerda yashaysiz. Ya'ni agarda siz ishlayman deb javob bersangiz, ular demak kasbingiz, ishingiz nima, qayerda ishlaysiz, ishingiz haqida nimalarni yoqtirasiz deb savol berishadi. Agarda siz o'qiyman desangiz, albatta qayerda o'qiysiz? Yo'nalishingiz, sohangiz nima? Yoki bo'lmasam o'qishingiz haqida nimani yoqtirasiz? Yoki bo'lmasam siz sevimli sohangizda o'qiyapsizmi? Demak, umumiy oladigan bo'lsak, Topikimizni birinchisi bu sizlarning o'qishinglar, ishinglar va qayerda turishinglar haqida beriladi. Where do you live savolga keladigan bo'lsak, odatda qayerda yashaysiz deb so'raladi va odatda shahringiz, ya'ni hometown or city haqida so'raladi. Va bunga ham oldindan siz tayyorlanib olishingiz mumkin. IELTS Part 1 juda ham vahimalik holat yoki vaziyat emas. Demak, ikkinchi va uchinchi topiklarimizga qaraydigan bo'lsak, bu xohlagan narsa bo'lishi mumkin. Ular albatta sizda javoblar bo'lgan savol berishadi. Qanaqadir rocket science, ya'ni qiyin bo'lgan savol yoki siyosat haqida yoki masalan who was the first billionaire of the world or who invented the car kabi savollar so'rashmaydi. Demak, ular albatta sizda javoblar bo'lgan oddiy sodda savollar so'rashadi. Usually about your family, your hobbies, about your favorite color, about your favorite movie, and everything is about you, okay? Just here you can see that the most common topics which are being asked nowadays in 2020, I'd like you to think about these topics before taking your IELTS exam. Now, let's turn to the rules of part 1. Demak, sizlar bilan 3-bo'lib o'rganadigan narsamiz bu what gives high score in part 1. Qanday qilib IELTS speaking part 1 da yuqori baho olish mumkin. Bu juda ham qiyin narsa emas. Bu sizning qobiliyatlaringizga bog'liq albatta. Demak, what gives a high score in part 1? There are two rules you should always remember. The first rule is that answer the question. Make sure you answer the question. A lot of students do not answer the question. They just talk around the question. For example, do you like to read books? They say, well, reading books is very enjoyable. A lot of people read books as a hobby. I think when you read, you get a lot of knowledge from the book. And my father always reads books. Am I answering the question? No, I'm not. I'm not answering the question. İngiliz tilida juda ham ajoyib bir idioma bor. To beat around the bush. Ya'ni topikni, savolga javobni aytmasidan aylanib yuraverish. Rule number 2. Show your English. In IELTS speaking part 1, you have to show your English. Something about your grammar, something about your vocabulary, and something about the organization of your sentences, and something about your pronunciation. Remember that never ever answer one word response. Use a complete sentence. Answer in complete sentences. At least use phrases, not a one-word answer. And answering longer with supporting sentences, with examples, with reason sentences can give you a high score in IELTS speaking part 1. Demak, hozir sizlardan IELTS speaking part 1 ga doir savol so'rayman va iloji boricha videoni to'xtatib javob berib ko'rasizlar va albatta keyin o'zimni javobimni berishga harakat qilaman. Do you like to read? Answer 1. Yes, I love to read. Answer 2. Well, I think no. No. Answer 3. Well, actually, I am into reading because I've started reading when I was 5 years old. I think it has passed on me from my father because he was a bookworm. That's why I really love reading books. I usually do a bedtime reading because whenever I read a book before sleeping, I sleep well and comfortable. I usually read novels and self-growth books, and it helps me to live my life better. Demak, bu yerga qaraydigan bo'lsak, qaysi javob, which answer is better? Qaysi javob yaxshi? Which one gets higher band score? Which one gets high band score? Of course, the third one. Because here you can see good vocabulary, good grammar, or good pronunciation and good organization of the answer. Demak, eslab qolinglar, har doim sizlar gapirayotganlaringda part 1da sizlar iloji boricha yaxshiroq lug'at ishlatishga va yaxshiroq strukturalardan foydalanish va albatta so'zlarni to'g'ri talaffuz qilib, fikringizni joyiga qo'ygan holda bemalol javob berishga harakat qilishingiz kerak. Keyingi videolarimizda part 1 ga doir idiomalar haqida o'rganamiz. Albatta kuzatib boring. E'tiboringiz uchun rahmat. O'qishlaringga omad. Sog' bo'linglar.